हेलो एस्पिरेंट्स। तो RRB JE 2024 के अब हम बायोलॉजी के क्वेश्चंस डिस्कस करेंगे। तो टोटल सभी शिफ्ट्स में टोटल हमारे 82 क्वेश्चंस आए थे बायो के। तो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं। क्वेश्चन नंबर 1, रवि हैज़ परचेज्ड एन एक्वेरियम एंड वाज सरप्राइज्ड टू नो दैट रेगुलर क्लीनिंग ऑफ एक्वेरियम्स इज एसेंशियल। व्हाई डज इट हैव टू बी रेगुलरली क्लीन्ड? तो इसका आंसर होगा डेड फिश एंड प्लांट शुड बी डिस्पोज्ड ऑफ इन द सॉइल, नॉट इन वाटर। ऑप्शन नंबर सी, Lismania reproduces by binary fission in a definite plane. Question number 3. Mendel studied traits such as flower color and seed shape in pea plants. These traits are called as visible characters. Seeds that are dispersed by animals often have hooks or edible flesh. Question number 5. Two versions of gene controlling trait are called alleles. यानी कि ऑप्शन नंबर डी। Which of the following plants propagates through runners? Strawberry. Garden is an ecosystem because living organisms interact with each other and are affected by abiotic components. यानी कि ऑप्शन नंबर ए। Thread-like structure in Rhizopus. Hyphae. ऑप्शन नंबर बी। Number of chromosomes in human male germ cell. तो ये होगा हमारा 23 chromosomes. Unique feature do sex chromosomes in humans have compared to other chromosomes? They are not always in perfect pair in males, क्योंकि XY होता है ना। ऑप्शन नंबर ए। Which of the following female germ cells in plants? Egg cell. Question number 12. Which of the following factors is primarily responsible for survival of species? Variations. Question number 13. Which part of Bryophyllum, तो लीव्स होगा। स्पोर फॉर्मेशन इज मोड ऑफ रिप्रोडक्शन दैट इन्वॉल्व्स प्रोडक्शन ऑफ स्पोर्स। विच स्टेटमेंट इज ट्रू? स्पोर्स आर प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय नॉन फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स लाइक ferns एंड mosses grow in new plants. ऑप्शन नंबर डी। Multicellular organisms break into smaller pieces upon maturation. Fragmentation. Question number 16. Which of the following is true regarding bud development process in Hydra? Cell division at one site. First fundamental factor of evolution is genetic variation. Final product of sexual reproduction in plants, seeds. Knowledge of which two subjects played role in law of inheritance? Maths and science. Question number 20. Process of fusion of male and female gametes in plants is fertilization. Special reproductive structures in fungi like Rhizopus which germinate to form new individuals are called spores. Which among the following organisms reproduce by regeneration? Planaria. According to Mendel, which trait appeared in F1 progeny on crossing tall pea plants with short pea plants? Tall, क्योंकि टॉल हमारा डोमिनेंट फैक्टर होता है। रोज फ्लावर. Pollen has reached sunflower stigma through pollination. Pollen will be rejected by the stigma because pollen was not of sunflower. Purpose of using copper T to prevent fertilized eggs from implanting in the uterus. Which of the following helps a developing embryo to expel waste? Placenta. In amoeba, splitting during fission can occur in any place. Option number B, in any place. Role of stigma in process of fertilization, serving as site where pollen lands. Mendel selected garden pea for certain favorable reasons. Which is not a reason? They have long generation time. Question number 30. Motile germ cell, male gamete. Pollen grains are transferred to which part of pistil? Stigma. Thermocol disposables are widely used in parties and restaurants. By promoting this practice, we are increasing non-biodegradable waste. Genetic constitution of child getting X-bearing sperm from the father will be 44 plus XX. Not true about fragmentation. It is a form of sexual reproduction. Yeast reproduces through budding, not an agent of dispersal of seeds. Sunlight. Which process ensures half the amount of DNA in reproductive cells as compared to non-reproductive cells? Meiosis. Option number B. Which of the following modes of asexual reproduction is used by unicellular organisms? Which of the following modes of asexual reproduction is used by unicellular organisms exclusively? Binary fission. Which of the following is primary reasons why multicellular organisms do not reproduce by fragmentation? They have specialized cells organized into tissues and organs. Self-pollination is possible only in bisexual flowers with both stamen and pistil maturing at the same time. Scientists established law of inheritance. Mendel. Gregor Johann Mendel. Why might surgical family planning methods be risky? They can lead to infections or complications. Role of ovary in fertilization. To produce the egg cell. Example of regeneration, growth of a new plant from cutting. Unit of inheritance. Mendel referred as factors are now called as genes. Surgical procedure for contraception in males is prevented by vas deferens, which develops into fruit after fertilization. Ovary. True about asexual reproduction. Results in offspring genetically identical to the parent. Asexual reproduction advantages for single-celled organisms. Allows rapid reproduction in favorable conditions. Question number 50. What are regenerative cells used by Hydra for? For reproduction by budding. After fertilization, zygote divides multiple times to form embryo within a ovule. How do hormonal contraceptives prevent pregnancy? By changing the hormonal balance to prevent egg release. Not a method of pollination, asexual pollination. Method of reproduction in plants when only single parent is involved. Asexual reproduction. Role of green plants and certain bacteria in ecosystem producers. Process of vegetative propagation. Stem cutting in grafting. Rashi wants to make compost. Which set of articles is best? Peels of fruits, leftovers, vegetables, paper, cotton cloths. Option number A. Question number 58. Tube-like structure grows from pollen grain to the style and reaches ovule. This pollen tube is responsible for carrying male germ cell to the female germ cell in ovary. यानी कि option number C. Besides being a barrier method of contraception, condoms can also serve which purpose? Prevent transmission of STDs such as gonorrhea. Question number 16. Suppose a gardener wants to plant pea, which should be of dwarf varieties. What do you suggest? Choice of the parent plant seeds by the gardener. All seeds should be of dwarf varieties. Question number 61. Not a class of consumers, producers. Question number 62. Attribute of paper cup. Biodegradable. Question number 63. Question number 63. A rose plant with white flowers was planted in soil by stem cutting without any grafting. The new plant produced similar white flowers. What does it indicate? It indicates a type of asexual reproduction, so there was no variation. यानी कि option number D. What determines sex of child in humans? Genetic constitution. Why is variation in plants important for their survival and evolution? It allows plants to adapt to changing environmental conditions. Question number 66. Which bacterial infection is considered a sexually transmitted disease? Gonorrhea. If a child inherits Y chromosome from father, he will be a male. Question number 68. Which statement is correct about equilibrium? Situation where there is no tendency for any change. Option number D. Question number 69. Term used for substances that can be broken down by biological processes. Biodegradable. Question number 17. Impact does human activities have on environment? They contribute to environmental pollution. Option number D. What would happen to dead plants and animals if decomposers were absent? Persist and the natural replenishment of soil would be hindered. Option number C. Question number 72. A gardener wants to grow potatoes. He had a potato with buds. He succeeded to get new potato plant because vegetative propagation is by buds. Disease that can be prevented using mechanical barrier contraceptive method. AIDS. Natural ecosystem. Forest. Non-biodegradable waste cause environmental problems because they remain in environment for a long time. Which of the following can be broken down by biological process? Vegetable peels. Which statement about AIDS is false? False is that it can be transmitted through mosquito bites. Number 78. Which material is likely to be non-biodegradable? Plastic. Question number 79. Question number 79. Neeta is pregnant but loves to eat junk food. Her doctor advised her to eat salads and fruits. Reason for this advice is nutrients in the mother's blood nourishes the growing baby. यानी कि option number B. Question number 18. Mohan went to cafe and ordered a soft drink. The waiter brought his order in a plastic glass with a plastic straw. Mohan, being environment friendly, is not happy as plastic glass and plastic straw are non-biodegradable and persist in soil for a long time. Question number 81. Depletion of ozone layer is concern for humans as it protects us from harmful radiation. हमारा last question number 82. Which of the following is a viral infection that can be transmitted through sexual contact? तो ये होगा हमारा HIV AIDS. सो गाइस, इसी के साथ हमने बायोलॉजी के भी सभी क्वेश्चंस डिस्कस कर लिए. आई होप ये सीरीज़ आपको पसंद आई होगी.